Hello and welcome to the Reno Sparks Real Estate Market Update Show. In this episode, we're diving into the September market trends, and let me tell you, there's definitely a change in the air. Interest rates are making waves, inventory levels are on the rise, and the market is shifting in some very surprising ways. What could this mean for selling or buying a home? Well, stick around as we break down the latest stats, charts, and key insights you won't want to miss. Let's go.
Assist to sell way smarter.
And as always, this is for the Reno Sparks metro area only. Includes single family residential properties, basically houses, condos, townhomes. Does not include land or lots, multifamily, commercial, any of that stuff. Now, these are actually stats through the end of August 2024, even though this is a September update. As I record this, it's early September, so we only have stats through the end of August. On the top of most of these charts, including the one you see on your screen, is the main data point here in the middle. You'll see that in the yellow. And then, of course, on the right, you will see as that stat or that number compares to the previous year, in this case, August of 2023. Now, the first chart we always look at is mortgage rates. Why? Because that has the biggest impact on prices in the overall market. Interest rates right now, 6.5%, which is down, a good thing. It's down from 7.1% a year ago in August of 2023, which is down 8.1%. And as you can see, we peaked out here roughly September of 2023 at nearly 8%. So it's good to see those interest rates come down. And why is it good to see the interest rates come down? Well, again, as I mentioned, it affects mortgage payments. The average mortgage payment as of the end of August was $4,186. Now let's take a quick look at affordability. What is this? This is the affordability index. The lower this number, the less affordable homes are. Basically what this means is it's the median home price and the median income. What percentage of the median home price can a median income in the area afford? And in this case, it's just about barely half, just over half of the median price. Now, how does all this affect the median home price? Now, this is the median home price. Now, this is Reno Sparks combination. Now, Reno might be a little bit higher, Sparks a little bit lower, but the overall metro area is $575,000, which is actually up 8.7% from last year, where we're sitting at $529,000. You can see, had a nice little pullback here in January of 2023. We're really January of 2022 to 2023. So most of 2023 was a bit of a drawdown and a pullback. And again, why is that? Oh, that's right. Mortgage rates shot up and we saw prices start to fall. And again, we've since seen interest rates peak out and pull back. We've seen a little bit of price rebound here. Now let's look at new listings. 639 new listings on the market. Now new listings are just listings that came on the market in August. 639, which is down 3.2% from this time last year where we had 660. Now, as always, we like to give you information. Now, just real quick on these charts. On the left side on this chart is the number of listings. On the bottom is the date. And all these charts go back roughly 10 years. This one goes back to January of 2014 to current day. Now on this next chart, you can see the data sets over here. This is the number of listings on the left side, and this is the actual price range that those listings are on. And as you can see, the majority of listings are coming on the market between 4 and 5, 5 and 6. And once you start hitting 6, 650, 700 and above, it starts to fall off in terms of new listings on the market, which makes sense. There's not as many $1 million plus homes as there is $4, $5, $600,000 homes. Now let's go to active. Now, the difference between new and active inventory means these are homes that are out there today. If you're thinking of buying a home, this is the number of homes. These homes you could go out and look at today. This is the number of homes that are out there. If you're thinking of selling, this would be your direct competition. 1,286, which is a very good sign. This is actually up over 20% from this time last year. We only had 1,070. And as you can see, active inventory, we're still kind of low compared to what we should be this time of year, but we're headed in the right direction to see more inventory, more choices come on the market. But here's where things get really interesting, is the active inventory on the market by price. And as you can see, we have a lot of inventory on the market in the lower to mid-range price ranges, which you would expect. That's where many of the homes are built. That's where a lot of home sales are taking place, between $350, $400, all the way up to about $600 or $700. You can see that right here. But what's really interesting is you can see the active listings over here, the $1 million plus range. And I'll show you why that's interesting here in just a second when we look at closed sales. Now, closed just means sold. These are homes that sold and are transferred to new owners in the month of August 2024. 466, which is down 11.4% from this time last year where we had 526. Things may be changing, and I'll tell you what was interesting about that previous chart is the closed sales. Remember we talked about the number of sales at 466, but if you look at how many houses sold in the $1 million plus range, very few. We're talking roughly a little over 20 in each price range. But if we go over to the active by price, look how many homes are on the market. There's roughly 120-ish or so, million to $1.5 million, and $1.5 million plus. There's probably 160 or 70 homes in that price range, and the number of closings are very little. Now another chart we like to look at is supply of homes, months inventory. And this is just sort of a macro 30,000 foot view of the market to tell you how many homes are on the market versus how many are selling. And this gives you an indication if the market is hot or cooling down. So right now we're sitting at 2.8 months, which is up 35.7% from last year where there was only 2 months. So we're approaching that sort of mid-range 3-month mark. But here's again where these charts get really interesting in stats. If you look at by price range, we still only have a couple months inventory in the 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and so on. But look at the months of inventory we have in the upper end stuff. Quite a bit of inventory, and things are starting to slow. Now, one last chart, and we'll wrap this up, and that is unsold listings. Now, not a lot of them at only 133, but it's up almost 15%, 14.7% from last year. We only had 116. Unsold listings were almost non-existent during the pandemic in 2020, 21, and 22. They did shoot up again in 2022 into 2023, and what happened back then? Once again, mortgage rates shot up through the roof. So we're starting to see that unsold inventory. And as always, if you're thinking about selling your home, you owe it to yourself to check out Assist to Sell. We'll sell your home for only $4,995. Only 1% for those homes over $500,000, which is an incredible deal. It's thousands of dollars less than you might expect to pay from another real estate agent. And by the way, we do absolutely everything. We show your home, advertise it, do everything. And if you visit our website over here at 4renohomes.com, right here front and center is our home value engine, we call it. It's an automated service. You click on there, just enter your home address, and we will generate an automated value report for you to check out. And they're actually really accurate and great information. And we'll follow that up with a more detailed report to give you an idea of what your home may actually sell for in this market. Now, if you're thinking about buying, you can use that same tool to evaluate a home that you're looking at to see if it's priced right or not. Recommend you use that. And if you want to sell your home, you can click on Sell Now. We'd happy to get one of our expert local agents out there to get your home on the market. And best of all, when we sell your home, take care of everything. You get your proceeds, your check, and it's usually thousands of dollars larger than it would otherwise be with any other real estate company in town. So thank you for joining us. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your September, and we'll see you next month right here on the Reno Sparks Real Estate Market Update Show. Bye-bye.
Assist to Sell, way smarter.